So, you're thinking about joining the ranks of the police force, huh? Buckle up, my friends, because this isn't your typical career path. In fact, you might need a touch of madness just to consider it. I mean, who signs up for a job that's almost guaranteed to attract criticism from all corners, even your grandma's knitting club? Well, believe it or not, over 2 decades ago, I was one of those wide-eyed, misguided souls who decided that a daily dose of chaos and mayhem sounded like a great way to spend my time. And let me tell you, in these 20 years, I've seen things that make your worst Netflix binge look like a walk in the park. So let's dive headfirst into the world of policing, shall we? By the end of this video, you'll have a front row seat to the inner workings of the job, complete with some police slang to make you feel like an insider. Who am I, you ask? Well, I'm your friendly neighborhood police officer with over 2 decades of frontline experience. I've worn many hats during my time in the force, from racing around with flashing blue lights to sipping tea with sweet old Meredith, who, incidentally, makes a mean cuppa. I've even dabbled in CID. No, it's not short for colorful language, it's Criminal Investigation Department, and some other specialized units, but we'll save those tales for another day. Now let's address the burning question. Should you, dear viewer, consider donning the uniform and joining the finest, yes, more slang, in the UK? Well, don't expect me to reveal that answer just yet. You'll have to stick around till the end for my personal verdict, and trust me, it's not what you'd expect. In my day, yes, I sound ancient already, becoming a police officer was quite the ordeal. There were height restrictions, stringent fitness standards, and a selection process that took its sweet time. 2 whole years from application to acceptance, and that was if you were lucky. Fast forward to today. Hey, Scott! The application process has undergone a major makeover. You'll need decent GCSEs or equivalent qualifications just to be in the running. Forget height restrictions. The only height requirement now is the mountain of paperwork you'll face. But enough about the application process. Let's dig into what being a police officer is really about. If you want a video on the application process, just let me know in the comments. Now, here's the kicker. I'm still out there on the front lines, which is why you won't be seeing my face on screen. It's a precaution to avoid any drama or controversy. A wise move, I assure you. So, you're intrigued by the idea of becoming a police officer, but you're not entirely sure what it entails. Good on you for doing your homework. Your detective skills are already at work. Maybe you do have what it takes. You're in the right place for answers. Let's cut through the Hollywood glamour, shall we?
Cut the crap.
No, you won't be gracefully sliding over car bonnets while saving damsels in distress. And no, the pub celebrations with your fellow officers aren't as glamorous as they seem, but you will drive around with those flashy blue lights with a side of bureaucratic red tape.
Can't this thing go any faster?
So what's the real deal with a new officer's role? First, you'll spend weeks in training school, learning laws and procedures that might gather dust on your mental bookshelf. Consider it the beginning of your policing degree. After that, you'll probably join the response team, the folks who rush to 999 calls, shoplifting to high street riots. There's no shortage of action, and no 2 days are alike. You'll have a tutor constable, a more experienced officer, guiding you through the chaos. But here's the catch. Sometimes your tutor is just as green as you, having barely completed their own probation. It's like the blind leading the blind, which happens way more often than you'd believe. In between attending emergencies, you'll need to squeeze in time for your degree assignments. Yep, you'll be writing essays while chasing down suspects. No wonder many new officers call it quits. It's like trying to juggle flaming swords. And guess what? The high demands and crazy hours have led to a shocking retention rate. Many probationers wave goodbye, claiming it's not what they signed up for. Some even exit when they discover night shifts and confrontations are part of the package. Because really, who runs toward danger? We do.
Say what?
Everyone hates you. No sugarcoating here. Being a Bobby means everyone's got a bone to pick with you. The government, the criminals, and sometimes even the people you're trying to help, they all give you a hard time. Blame it on the uniform. If a major incident occurs, guess who takes the heat? Yep, the police. News outlets thrive on juicy stories of our so-called missteps. But here's the silver lining. You'll grow a rhino hide. You'll become a pro at dealing with the trickiest situations. And that newfound resilience seeps into your personal life, turning you into a more confident, unflappable individual. Joining the police isn't just a job, it's a crash course in life's harsh realities. Your eyes will be opened wide to the world and you'll witness things that'll make your civilian friends gasp in disbelief. Working shifts. Forget the 9 to 5. Crime doesn't punch a clock. You'll work early shifts, back shifts, night shifts, you name it. Police forces love to tinker with shift patterns like it's a never-ending game. You'll lose count of how many times they claim the patterns to blame, change it, then sheepishly return to the original. Sure, you get annual leave, but good luck using it when you want. With poor retention rates and rampant sick leave, getting that last-minute vacation is near impossible. Book a specific day off. Better plan it a year in advance. Oh, and bank holidays. We get the privilege of working with half the usual numbers because, apparently, criminals respect national holidays. As for your precious rest days, expect them to vanish if there's a major event. Your day off will be cancelled faster than you can say overtime. And speaking of overtime, management has a knack for giving you enough notice to avoid paying you extra. Nice, right? Say goodbye to your predictable weekends and leisurely hobbies. Unless you land a cushy 8 to 4 gig, your friends with 9 to 5 jobs will be living life when you're on duty and vice versa. And when you do meet up with friends, be ready for the constant teasing. She's a copper. Watch what you say, she'll arrest us. Rumors will swirl, but I'm here to tell you the one about pregnant women peeing in our hats. Pure fiction. Sorry to burst your bubble.
God damn it!
Mental health. Here's the heavy stuff. As a police constable, you'll witness things most people only see once in a lifetime, and that's on a slow week. The darker side of society will become your daily reality. Think pedophiles, domestic abusers, and other unsavory characters. It takes a toll on your mental health, and not everyone can handle it. Yet the powers that be often fall short in looking after their officers' well-being. Change is needed, but don't hold your breath. If illness strikes, you'll receive full pay for 6 months, and then it's half pay, and eventually no pay. But we're not in it for the money, right? Now you're probably wondering, should I join the force? Honestly, it's a toss-up. I've had my share of nightmares, but I've also met officers who swear by the job. It's all about who you are and what you can tolerate. My advice? Give it a shot. If it's not your cup of tea, speaking of which, say hi to Meredith for me, stick around for your initial years, get that policing degree, and watch your CV sparkle with trustworthiness and problem-solving skills. So how's it sounding so far? Ready to face the wrath, the chaos, and the heartbreak, all in pursuit of making the world a safer place? If you're still game, take the green pill and let's tumble further down this rabbit hole. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like what you've heard? Do you still want to join? And if you're itching for more police tales, click the link at the end of this video where I'll reveal even more about life as a police officer. Plus, I'm all ears for new video ideas, so spill the beans. Stay safe, folks. It's a wild ride out there.